Well, let's see, we've got, oh wow, we've got a lot of people on there. Hi, Cedric. Thank you everybody for joining us. This is going to be fun.
It's a party time.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, let's get started. Hey, Sami-san, you ready?
Yes, we're ready. So we have Shioko-san to share the story.
Hi.
And also, I can ask Leon to share the story as well.
Okay.
So,
who do you want to lead with? Whoever you like. What's
so
the first story about?
Well, Shioko-san, are you ready?
Yes.
Shioko-san is from Japan, and she's a beautiful lady, and she has a story of Tashi and Noni juice, so especially Noni. She visited Tahiti one time and saw how the Noni grows in nature, and she loves her like a natural lifestyle. So Shioko-san, here's your time.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
Everyone. Hello, long time no see.
Yes, it's good to see you, Shioko.
Hello. Yeah, nice to meet you, everyone. So, I'm Shioko. So I'm from Japan. I'm from Hokkaido, north of Tokyo, and so now I am going to tell about my story about Noni. Before, 10 years ago, I had a terrible skin problem. So I couldn't do anything. So I couldn't work. I couldn't wear
I'm gonna brush my teeth and go to the toilet.
or clothes. So I disappoint everything. And after that, but I used a lot of steroid medicine. About 4 years to 14 years, so long time. The medicine blocked my eyes, so I had to. You had
the operation.
Yeah.
Operation. You have the eye surgery, right?
Yes, right. Yeah. So I was so sad. And after that, my mom's friends heard about the Noni juice. So I didn't know about it well. And so my mom's friends told about you should go to the seminar about Noni juice. So I went there. So the speaker was Noriko Toyama. She told about Noni juice. So and she said Noni juice is a traditional medicine in Tahiti, and it's very important. Important that you should pick up Noni juice. So and I decided to drink Noni juice 10 years ago. So for the first time, it was hard time for me because I decided to stop the medicine steroids. So my skin was broken. Terrible. It was so terrible. So I had to entire for a long time. So, but for 10 months, about 10 months. So after 10 months, my skin is so clear. Now my skin is so beautiful now.
Yes, very beautiful.
Yes, thank you. I don't have any trouble now. So I think it is miracle because I was so terrible skin. So to be honest, I have the photo my skin before, but it is so shocking photo, I think. So, but the picture is my it is my picture for my life. So it is the 伊佐美さん、写真とかは共有 OK なんですか
You can show that.
It's
Yes, please.
okay? Oh, okay, I will show you my picture. 多分、伊佐美さんも見たことないですよね。
ないです。
初ですよね。ちょっと待ってください。Please wait. 見れるかな共有できる
できるようにしてます。Yes, you can
あ、で
share
きま
the
す
picture. Yes.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah, I hear your story, but never seen the picture before.
Yeah, for the first time.
So that's the 2011.
Yeah. Can you, this is my picture?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see your picture.
Yeah. So now, it's my skin before drinking Noni juice. And 10 years ago, about 10 years ago. So this is my hand, but now is a beautiful hand. But I had a terrible skin problem. So and after that, this is my face.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
So terrible skin problem, right?
Can I ask a question?
What
was it? What is it actually that was? What was it that was wrong with your skin? Like, is that called something medically? Asami-san, maybe? Like, what was it that she was suffering? That Shiyoko was suffering from?
It's a atopic dermatitis, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
problem? So this is 10 years ago. Maybe at the point I started drinking Noni juice 1 month or 1 month maybe. No. 4 months. So after that, 好転反応ってなんて言うんですかね。
It's getting worse, right? And you expected getting good, I mean better by Noni juice, but actually that in short term, it's getting
Yeah.
worse.
Yes, right. So,
But this is like a jumping and getting worse, but that's because a sign of getting better.
yeah. So, but there, I I kept the drink noni juice. So 1 week later, in here,
Ooh.
yeah. So after that, I understood the noni juice is miracle. I see. So I kept the drinking noni juice now. So my skin is clear now. So I think noni juice is a miracle. So this is my story.
Thank you, Shioko-san.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Yoko. That's such a good story. Hey, Sami-san, can you give a little bit more detail on that from?
Yes, I want to tell the scientific part, but I love Shioko-san's story because she couldn't go out because that situations. She has to hide their face and she never want to go out, and so she was always stuck in the house. But noni juice changed her life and saved her life. And I'm so glad she's actually getting married this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Noni juice really changed the life. Let me share the story of the science part here. Okay, let me see. I want to talk about the inflammations. Heart conditions was caused by inflammations. And her picture. And she suffered an allergic reaction. This is allergy. And we had actually research, and we had to actually publish the papers. So what we did is we used the animal model and how noni inhibits the inflammation caused by allergic reactions. This is an animal model, and that number A is short-term allergic reaction. The B is long-term allergic reactions. The good things here is noni fruit, MCF is a fruit that inhibit allergic reaction. And actually the noni leaf is stronger in short term. But long time, such as Shioko's conditions, as a fruit inhibits allergic reaction. That is we have done in the university and published the papers. And that shows that noni inhibits immune system. It really sounds weird because we heard noni improves immune system. In this part, it inhibits immune system. So we had another research paper, and that is noni, that this animal model too. That animal is injected EC-SAP. EC-SAP is a cancer cell. So cancer is very smart because we kill the cancer cell. Immune system kills the cancer cell, but cancer cell inhibits immune system. So the EC-SAP from cancer cell is injected to the mouse, and the mouse immune system is lower. You can see here BC. Usually this is the control. Its immune system is really nice. But because the cancer cell immune system is so damped, it's very decreased. However, with noni, the immune system is increased. And compared to creatine is actually medicine for cancer. And this is same effectiveness of cancer. Anti-cancer drugs. So it says noni increase the immune system as well. So I found if the immune system is hyperactive, so strong, Noni decrease immune system. Then in this case, immune system lower, Noni activate, increase the immune system to the normal. So Noni is very unique fruit. It's a balancer. And not only improves the immune system, but also decrease immune system if this is under the situations. So Noni is a immune balancer. That's the reason why Shioko's condition is getting better because of Noni juice. Okay, here's a science part. Sarah, do you have any questions?
Which Noni was?
This is Noni fruits. Noni fruits. This experiment is Noni fruits.
Yes.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
What Noni juice was she drinking? What's her? What, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that's Shioko's. Shiyoko-san,
Yeah.
that's a Tashian Noni juice, right?
What Noni juice was she drinking? There are many
Yes,
blends of
yes.
Noni juice. Take-
Shioko-san, you take Tashian Noni juice.
Okay.
Not max and not olive.
Olive or
Which blend was she drinking?
Yeah, that's a 2011. So only Tashian Noni juice is available.
I thought the original. Huh?
Mhm.
I see. Thank you.
I have a question for Sarah.
Sure.
Sarah, are these testimonials on Facebook that we can refer to? Do you know?
Asami-san, have you got them anywhere? We don't have them on our Facebook, but
Because I can't. What's her name? I don't know her name, and I'm just writing down a story in that. You see, and if we could refer to if they have their story on Facebook, that'll be great.
Yeah.
If you want my story, you just go to my my Facebook, and I have it there just about every day.
We can arrange with Sarah then. Yeah, Sarah, let's talk about that after that.
yeah, we'll see
Okay,
if we can get into a private group.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Does
Yeah,
anybody
very
else have
good
any
response.
questions about Shioko's story? Did anyone else have any questions they wanted to ask about that and Asami-san explaining that through?
No, that was very helpful.
Oh, good. Asami-san, shall we move on to Leonie?
Yeah, you wanna talk about? Actually, I invited your brother.
Yes,
Edward.
but they are in town today, so they
Oh,
won't be
Okay,
able to join us.
because they love the Noni Corrigans. So I invited them. So
Yeah.
you want to
So-
share your story or share the Noni Corrigan story if you have?
Okay. Mine is a little bit longer than Choco, so I'm sorry if it's taking a lot of time.
Maybe your story is very helpful. I want to share your story then. Still
Okay,
same as Noni's story, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yorana everyone. For those who just joined, I'm Leon from Tahiti. I'm working for Morinda Tahiti, and my dad is one of the first. He's actually the first man who worked with Morinda in 1996. And when I was 10, I fell into a coma, and I was diagnosed with diabetes type 1. And we discovered that my pancreas was not working anymore, so I had to do shots of insulin every day. And when I fell into my coma, I was about to die, and the doctor told my mom that it was better for her to go home and grab some clothes, but just a few, because I would just I won't go through the night. So my mom started crying, and Noni was Noni was something already known by our ancestors, and but for my dad, it was new because when French arrived in French Polynesia, they forbid everything that was not French, like traditional medicine was forbidden, and speaking in Tahitian was forbidden too. So when my dad heard about Noni, he talked to it with my grandfather, and he said, we already know what Noni is, and it's actually good for your body. So anyway, when I fell into a coma and the doctor told my mom that I would die during the night, they started to give me Noni juice, the first Noni juice that was created at that time. And they started to give me Noni juice, and they didn't tell the doctor about it. And the doctor said that I had only 2% of chance to survive because my diabetes was really, really bad. My sugar level was really high. And 2 weeks ago, I woke up in the room and I was lost because I didn't know where I was and what was happening. And I remember seeing that woman coming in the room and stare at me and be like, we don't know how you survived. And we don't know how come you're still here, but you're still here and we're calling your mom. And when my mom came, she told me that she gave me Noni. And from that day, I started drinking Noni every day. And we tried different kind of Noni. I don't know if you ever heard about the Noni puree. It's what we do in the warehouse here in Tahiti. It's just the fruit. I start drinking it and I realized that just a tiny spoon of Noni, of puree, made my sugar level drop really fast. And so I needed sugar. And we realized that drinking Noni juice, the Tahitian Noni juice, was better for me because it had enough sugar in it to maintain a stable blood, a stable level of sugar. And just so you know, I am 34 this year. And I've been diabetic for more than 20 years. And in 2017, I received a double transplant of a pancreas and a kidney.
Goodness.
And yeah, I had to go to France because we don't have medical stuff here to do that transplant. So I had to go to France. And when I went there, I met a girl my age that was from Russia. And we started talking because she had a double transplant too. And she said, how come your eyes are not like mine? Why are you not blind? Because one of her eyes was not working anymore. She couldn't see. And the other one, she was starting to lose her sight. So when she looks at her phone, she's like this because she can't see clear. And she told me, how come your eyes are still good? And how come you can still walk? Because my legs are all messed up and we've had diabetes, the same type of diabetes at the same age. And I don't understand why you are so healthy and I'm like that. And I looked at her and it was kind of sad. And I told her it's because it's Tahitian Noni juice. I started talking about Noni and how it affected my life in a positive way. And she was really impressed and she started to order her Noni juice too. And I've realized how great this product has been for all those 20 years because it kept my eyes clean. My heart was very healthy, and even doctors were really, how do you say that? They were shocked when I did all the exams before my transplant. They said, are you sure you were diabetic for more than 20 years? I was like, yeah, why? Because you're really healthy. For a diabetic, you're really healthy. Your organs are all healthy. Only your kidney is kind of messed up. And it was because when I got pregnant, my pregnancy had a second side effect on my kidneys. And so doctors were really shocked of my physical condition. And I still had my 10 fingers still have my feet and my toes, and they were pretty amazed. And I can tell you, I'm not ashamed to tell doctors that I drink Noni. I don't like to, I have to take medicines, like modern medicines, but I tell them that I drink Noni, and it helps better than what they give me. And
for 20 years.
last year, I had a cancer, and it was a side effect from the pills I have to take for my transplant. So I had to go back to France to get treated for my cancer, and had chemo there. And when I started chemo, I lost all my hair, and my skin started to get really black, like around my eyes and on my forehead. And I was really embarrassed because I had to put makeup on my face every day to go to the hospital. And I was embarrassed to just have people see me like that. And I show one of my picture. I'm sorry, I'm not going to show you a picture because you're all going to be shocked. And I show one of my pictures to my cousin, to which I'm really close. And he said, "You look like an old man." And I started to, when I was in France, I started to use the anti-glycation gel I've ordered from the website in Europe, and I received it 3 days later on my door. I've ordered Tahitian Noni juice and the anti-glycation gel, and the gel was just amazing. Like 2 weeks later, my skin started to get lighter, and now you can see the dark marks that I had. So you can't tell. Right now, people can't tell that I had cancer. When you see my short hair, people think that I went to the hairdresser to cut my hair. And doctors said that my hair would start growing only 4 months after my chemo, if I'm lucky. It started growing 1 month after, because even during my chemo, I was drinking Tahitian Noni juice. And you know, when you have chemo, people tell you that you have this metallic taste in your mouth, and you lose appetite, you lose your strength. And it's true. You lose everything. You lose all your energy. And but I can tell you that when I started drinking Tahitian Noni juice during my chemotherapy, I started to get hungry. I lost almost 20 kilos. Every week I would lose 5 kilos, and my husband started to freak out because nothing worked. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to get up. I was always sleeping. I was just like a zombie, always on the bed. And when Noni juice arrived at our house and I started drinking it, the same day, like 5 minutes after I started drinking Noni, I looked at my husband and I said, "I'm hungry." And and he was so happy, and they said, "What do you want to eat? Anything you want to eat, I'm gonna go get it." And then the positive side of it is that I started eating. The negative side is that I started gaining weight. And it was actually a really positive thing for me during my chemo. And I'm really grateful to have that Noni in my life since I'm 10. And just so you know, even when I have fever, the thing that really works is the Tahitian Noni leaves. You just burn the leaves and you put it on your forehead. Noni is awesome. If you just look at me and ask me whatever you want on anything, the leaves, the seeds, the fruits, I tried everything and everything works. And I still drink Tahitian Noni until today. So yeah, that's my story.
Good. Very good. Very powerful, Leonie.
Thank
Holy
you.
cow, Leonie. That
Can
was
I ask
incredible.
you,
It's incredible.
can we find your testimonial perhaps on Facebook or somewhere, or where you got it somewhere?
I know, just got it on my head, but yeah, I can share it to Isami and.
It's good for us that we can share our story of a diabetic, like just or your story. It's powerful.
So
It is very powerful.
yeah. So let's talk about after that. Leon.
Yep.
So
Yes.
that operation is a few months ago, isn't it?
I'm sorry, say that again.
The operation is
Mhm.
how long ago? It's a few months ago.
It was in 2017, so 3 years ago.
Oh, 3 years ago. Okay. Then you went to France for the chemo.
Oh yes,
therapy.
this was last year in December.
Yeah, that's it was last year. You look so great.
Thank you.
Well, actually, you came to Tokyo, right? And I didn't know you had such conditions. You're so energetic and love dancing.
Oh, great.
I never saw you in such condition. I'm kind of
Yes.
shocked that I heard that you had you lose a pancreas. I didn't believe it. You're so energetic. It looks healthier than normal people.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me cover the science part. Okay, let me see. So this is the research paper I want to share. So I will put to the chat right now. Let me see. I paste to the chat here. Okay, this is the paper I want to introduce. This is done by University of Hawaii, and their group gave the high-fat diet to the mouse. And because of high-fat HFD and their glucose level is increased. This is a control. You can see 860. This is a control group. And because of high food diet, so this is a type 1 diabetes. It's a type 2 diabetes. Because diet is 1,437. But here with Noni juice, you can see the glucose levels decrease here, 934. So Noni improves our metabolic functions. And usually diabetes longevity is shorter. It's about diabetes lives like 10 years shorter usually. And the reason why is diabetes patients is glycated very easily. So glycation is one part. Because of glycation, diabetes patients is high risk for the heart attack. Because of glycations, diabetes patients has a high risk of the eye glaucoma. And because of glycations, diabetes has amputation of the hands. So many risks they suffer from. So glycation is our research actually. We done the glycation study here. Let me go to the glycation part. So glycation, and this is that we have the research done in the Doshisha University in Japan, and the human cell here, and we add the AGE as a glycations, and you can see the difference. The human cells is normal, it's very clear, but because the glycation is very dark. So you can see very much difference maybe. So I can make a contrast here. So human cells is a normal color is like that, yellow. Because of glycations and diabetes patients is so glycated so fast. So it's like a diabetes patient's body is like this color. Then that is Noni. It is an AG also added. It has to be like this color. but thanks to noni fruit, the glycation is inhibited. The power is same. Leaf is glycation is inhibited, and seed glycation is inhibited. And it's a Cornelian cherry. We add Cornelian cherry to the max, and glycation is inhibited. And also olive leaf glycation is inhibited. So our products contain noni or leaf or seed or Cornelian cherry or olive. Glycation is inhibited. That is helpful for the diabetes patients. So if you have any questions, maybe you have questions to the Leon.
May I ask a question, please?
Yes, please.
This is Yuko from the KL. I read some articles on the Q&A about the those people who is suffering from kidney disease, or possibly taking some medication to cure that kidney disease. They are not encouraged to drink the noni juice.
Yes.
And then just heard from this lady, sorry, I just didn't get the chance to get the name, but she was suffering from the diabetes as well. And diabetes and the kidney, I think, is different. I'm sorry, I'm not that knowledgeable about all those diseases, but it's really commonly informed that the TMJ is really good for people who is suffering from the diabetes. But how do you explain the people who is having another sort of medical condition for the kidney is not really encouraged to drink the noni juice because the noni juice has got some high intake of the sugar, and that is sort of contradicting with those people who is suffering from the diabetes. So can you please explain to somebody who doesn't know, like me, about those medical conditions in depth enough?
Yeah, that is good questions. It's like a FAQ, frequent asked questions.
Okay.
Noni juice contains potassium as a kalium, potassium.
Kalium.
Yes. So those who have a kidney problem, especially who has a dialysis, and I have to control the dose of the potassium. So that's the reason why people who has a kidney problem have to very careful of their TMJ consumptions. But if you drink TMJ like a 1 liter or 500 ml, that's too much potassium. But it's a dose problem. If you take like a 60 ml or 120 ml, that potassium is fine. So you can, if you have a kidney problem, my suggestion, my recommendation is take about 60 ml a day, or maybe 100 to 120 ml per day. So that is my recommendations.
So in other words, you're saying that that people who is suffering from a kidney issue, they should not drink TNJ, but as long as they just keep their quantity and how much to drink every day, then it should be okay to drink them.
Yeah, it should be okay, yes.
Okay.
Because I know many people who has a kidney problem and she suffers, she has to do the dialysis, but she still loves the TMJs. And her kidney condition is very good, keeps very good conditions. So it's a dose problem. You don't have to take only just is a dose. If you take a 60 ml, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
And also, people are careful of the sugar. If you take a noni juice and your sugar level and blood sugar level is increase pretty rapidly sometimes, and that's the tips. When you drink noni juice, you chew the noni juice. Not drinking straight, drink it and chew. Then just blood sugar level doesn't increase very rapidly. So that's a tip.
There was just one thing I'd like to add there, Doctor, that I was told that if you drink can drink more than the normal dosage of 60 mils a day, it's best to spread it out over the day.
Yeah.
So, for instance, if you take, say, 90, if you want to take 90 mils, you're best to take three lots of 30 mils a day, morning, midday, and say in the evening.
Yes, healthy people, you can drink as much as you can. And because I already had safety research, our safety research proves you can drink even 1 liter or 2 liters a day. That's no problem. And if you have a kidney problem, that's the issue. So if you have a kidney problem, maybe my recommendation is 120 ml a day. And if you have like a sugar problem, as a diabetes, and yeah, you can take separately, like a 60 and 30, or like a 30 ml 3 times. That really works. Yes, that's true.
Yes, because if you take that 120 mils at the one time, you're wasting it. You know, you flush it out. But if you take it periodically over the day, you know, you're sort of, well, like covered for the whole day. You know?
Yeah, dose is very frequently asked question, how much we should drink Noni juice. And our clinical research data tells 60 ml works, and also 120 ml works. And for like inflammations study, daily is like a 300 ml a daily. So depends on the people, I mean, the conditions. So my recommendation is start with a 60 ml. If you don't feel it's improve it, just increase.
Can I say something?
That's my recommendation.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I always use the 60 ml like all my life, except when I had my cancer. Then I had more, and it's only in the morning.
Okay.
So even before I had my transplant, I had kidney problems, and I used to have medication to help me go to the restrooms every day because my kidney was not working 100%. It was I had only 35% of my kidneys working, and when I started, so I had 60 ml of Noni juice, and I started to drink a little bit more, and then the doctor canceled the pills because he saw that my kidneys were starting to improve by itself, but it was actually Noni juice. And then when I had my transplant, that said that I had to take medicines to get my immune system really low to avoid a reject, and so I couldn't drink Noni juice for years. I mean, for those during those 3 years, and but then after I had my chemo, I started drinking it again until today, and I realized that it doesn't affect my transplant, my new organs. And it's actually because my immune system is already really, really low. But my friend who had a transplant too, when she started drinking the max, she had really bad side effects and she started throwing up, which shows that she's starting to do a reject of the new organs. So she had to stop. So it really depends on the person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then we have to get personalized the dose.
Yes, correct.
I have a question. Does weight bear any effect on how much you should take?
Well, we had a clinical research, and like antioxidant effectiveness, even 30 ml works. And we had like a 30 ml try and 60 ml try, and for the immune system clinical research and done by China, it's like it is about 220 ml.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's depends on the person and also conditions. So there's no universal formula how much you should take. So my recommendation is take like a 60 ml start, then increase the dose if you are not comfortable. So that's my recommendation.
I didn't.
Has anybody else got some questions?
Yes. In regards to Eric, the question that Eric and Sandy that just asks, does the dosage have any regards according to weight, a person's weight?
Yes, that only,
according to your
yeah,
weight?
only that, yeah, usually the drug is do the per weight. But only research I saw is a diabetes research. And this is the only research. This is a part, I think I can't remember how much. It's like 2 ml per kilogram for diabetes patients. It's done by German group. And that's only one research papers regarding the per weight. So I don't have any answers. It's a special formula for the per weight and also conditions.
Thank you.
Have we got somebody else? Oh, there's somebody who wants to ask a question here.
Yeah, hi, I'm Michael in Melbourne. Talking about the information people are asking about, is it on Facebook? Facebook is a problematic source, although lots of stuff, but you never know what you're reading. Does the company publish on a website the information that you're giving us today? A reliable website?
Sela.
Would we say that noniresearch.org, Asami-san, is our best?
Well, like Japan, we have regulations not to tell the effectiveness like a drug. So
Yes.
all the story is kind of confidential. I mean, only group only informations. So I don't know. We have to discuss how to,
Yeah. In Australia, it is essentially, you know, we sell the product as a natural food product, and it is something that, you know, we see such great results from. You know, Leonie's shared hers, Shioka's shared hers, and we have so many amazing stories. But it is very important for us that, from a legal perspective, you know, we can't go publishing those out just because of regulation. So we can put them into private groups. We can, you know, do things like this where we are coming together and sharing our stories. But Michael raises it's a good point, Michael, and it's a good question. But I know that the studies we do have all up that even Isami-san's been a part of, a lot of those studies you can find through the noniresearch.org website. So, and I think that like Isami-san will share with a link, you can find those studies. Is that helpful? I mean, I know it puts us in a funny spot, but that's, I guess, why we're in our industry of telling our story, right? And this is, you know, because it's a great product and it's about us sharing our story. And it is so much fun when you hear like other people's stories and how good they are. Like Leone's story and Shioko, I haven't heard anything like those, and it totally blew me. Like, there is so many good stories, and coming into these communities gives you the confidence to be able to hear those stories and have confidence in your product when you're recommending it on to other people, because you know that there's benefit in this and you're offering a natural, good, safe product for people to try for whatever it is that they may be interested in improving with their health.
Yeah, that's great. Sarah, could I just say that from my understanding...
sorry, you started already. Can you just log in?
Hang on, Wendy's doesn't realize she's online.
I do mute.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Sorry, Doug, what was that?
Thank you. From my understanding, it's of course we can't make any claims. So what you say that I'd like to say for instance on Facebook, but what you can say is that I took noni juice, and this is what happened.
Yeah, I mean, your story is your story, right? I mean, you have the power of your own story, most definitely. People can't take that away from you.
No,
Yeah,
thing like
it
that,
is
yeah.
just that it does become different when you're telling somebody else's story, because now we get into a game of Chinese whispers almost, you know, like, so we want to, you know, you need to be careful in that
yes.
matter. And that's where the company needs to be careful on as well.
Yeah.
Michael, did you have a
okay.
question? Oh, sorry, Dougie.
The thing is that say if I put the only story on Facebook, it's her story, but it's got her name, and then if she's on Facebook, then they can go to her Facebook and they know, oh, there, you know, what was said is there she is. You know what I mean? On her Facebook. That's if she's got it on there. They can refer to her because she's got a name there. And that's the beauty of you know, that Facebook and sharing and so on.
Yeah, it's definitely food for thought. I mean, I'm not sure whether I can answer that question.
That's what
I'm
I'm
not going
doing.
to say yes or a no.
Because you know, the fastest way to get somebody on the product is where stories. It's the fastest way to get them on the product.
Oh, I've received a lot of stories from our good friends who are online today, Bruce and Rosalind.
Yes.
Hey guys. But it's one thing to hear a story, and they've told some very powerful personal stories to me. It's another to see where an authority like the research people, Isami and others, to actually be able to read the research and the stories without people's names, just the patient X, patient Y, patient Z.
Yeah, that's true. And of course, I actually, I don't know whether you know PDR.net. PDR.net. That's the physician's desk reference. They have all the dietary supplements that they refer to. If you go on there and you just go to enter Tahita Noni, you'll see everything. Yeah. Okay.
Good to hear.
Thank you. PDR.net. It's what the doctors refer to, and I don't know whether the doctor knows about it. He should. Sorry, I'm sorry, but that's what I refer anybody to go to PDR, the physician's desk reference, and you have a look. Have a look.
Thank you,
Thank
Dougie.
you.
Hey,
I'll set enough.
I think. Oh, no, you're all good, Dougie. It's Ami-san. I think Wendy's come online, so she's got somebody from Singapore.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Wendy, hello.
I think we're running at about an hour, guys, so we might. There we go. Hey.
Oh, gee, time flies, hey.
I know.
We're having fun.
Yeah, I think my IPC is online now. Is Eileen? Hold on, let me check.
So, I love that kind of, testimonial meeting. So if we can, have another one, it'd be appreciated.
Yeah, I think this has been really well received. So we can keep on doing things like this. And if you guys want to keep on using the resources, I'm sure we can do it. Isami-san loves Australia and loves coming on and doing this stuff, right? So we'll just book him in.
I have to go surfing then.
Yeah, we'll just owe him a surfing trip at some point. All right, Wendy, did you want to?
I think she's online now. Heidi, I think she need to on the wall.
So, Eileen.
Corner.
Oh, I didn't hear. Yeah, you're mute. Oh, here you are.
Okay. I'm here.
Can you see?
Yes. So I mean, I have your photos. You want to show them or?
Okay, wait. Let me get into the. Just a second.
Yes.
How do I get into the? Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me go into the. Can you hear me?
I
Yeah,
can.
can you?
Yes.
Okay. How do I get back to? Just a second. Like sound.
So you're looking for what?
Okay. Let me quit and come back again shortly. Yeah.
Sure, sure.
Just a second. Something went not so correct.
Well, I have your picture. Can I show you now? I mean,
Sure,
share
sure, sure.
the
Of
picture now?
course. Of course you can show, yeah.
Yeah. So you have a testimonial story about writing mask, right?
Yeah.
And actually, this is the before after picture I have.
I think went so small. Something went wrong. I cannot see myself so small. Just a minute.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna make it big. Okay, maybe we'll just do with this. Okay, you can show the picture.
Yes. I now showing their before after picture.
Yeah. So this is the picture of, okay, I can see. Okay, wait, let me see. Okay, this was the picture taken when I was on my way to, it was during the GBS convention in New York. I was there 1 week earlier with the long hour of traveling. And also I was stranded in the airport like overnight. So due to the dry weather, yeah, the skin just goes, haywire. A lot of, you can see it's very dry, inflammation, a lot of breakouts. So yeah. So after that, I went traveling and then joined the convention. 1 week later, the picture was taken last day in New York. So when I came back to Singapore, I was, shocked. This picture shocked me. It was the worst picture that I've ever taken. It's so, it's so horrible. So, and okay. So came back, there was a challenge, a 7-day challenge to do mask every day must, try on a mask. So I took the challenge. I did it for 7 days and the result was so amazing and I didn't want to stop. And I bought more masks and I continued for another 7 days. So it's like in total 15 days, non-stop. So after that, I was able to take a picture of myself with the skin glowing. It is like my face like strong, smaller. Like, smaller means firmer, not so, loose, the skin not so loose. And after that, I didn't experience very big breakouts. It was like quite stable. So my skins are quite stable now. The first mask that I used on that very first day, less than 20 minutes, the mask just dry up very fast. Now when I use mask, 30 minutes, I still can use the mask to wipe all over my body. Still enough for my toe, finger. So it shows like the skin is not so dry anymore after that 15 days of treatment. I did continue another alternate day for another 7 days. So total there was a 21 days. That was a big breakthrough for me for my skin.
Yeah.
Thanks to Isami-san.
Yes, I have a guest here and ladies, and they're so interesting using your protocol.
Oh dear, everybody didn't see me. The video was not started.
Yeah, it's okay. We saw your picture and you heard your voice. Yes, it was a great story.
Yes.
Oh. Hey, Asami-san, do you think you could explain to us all the powerful ingredients in our skincare line and
Yes.
relative, I suppose,
Only
to
expert, yeah.
Yes, we actually had a third-party research, and we had a clinical research, and this is a before-after data. And skin wrinkle is improved after using Temana products, and skin texture is improved, and skin clearness is improved, and spot and skin brightness pores improves. Pores actually very improves dramatically. So this is a clinical research, and also moisture and erythema and the melanin is also improved as well. And this is not done by Morinda. It's done by third-party research company, and this is after 5 weeks. You can see the change of the wrinkle around the eyes. So left is a before, and after, right is 5 weeks after. And this is actually digitalized it, and you can see the red part. The red is no wrinkle here. So you can see the red is very dominant, and 5 weeks after that. So because of that research is done by third-party company, we have actually a certificate. That certificate tells that products is reduce your wrinkle. So this is also moisture, brightening products. As your skin is much brighter. So this is a man and using Temana, and the left, yes.
I can't see your screen. Are you sharing your screen? Because we're not seeing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can still see Aling Tan's photo.
Or already. Oh, let me share. Oh, sorry then.
It's okay. I just realized you were still referring to something, and I was like, we can't see that.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
How about this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, we're better. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. I still have to go back then.
Yeah, just maybe quick. Yeah, go. Yeah.
Yes, very quick. And we have checked data. And okay, that's a data. And this is a 5 weeks after pictures. You can see the wrinkle. And this is a digitalized wrinkle. And you can see a red part on the right side. It's a 5 weeks after. And this is a certificate. And this is male trial. Left side is before Temana. And second left is 5 days after. And third picture is 10 days after. And right is 18 days after. Actually, he is a doctor. And he's a dermatology doctor. So he was looking for the good solution for the pigment, clearness of the skin. So this is a doctor-approved skincare product. So this is actually, we had actually the research paper here. I can share the link again. And we actually published that data and tells after 6 weeks, 7.4% wrinkle is reduced. So that is a before and after. This is a zero. This is a wrinkle is 6.2 and 5.7 and 2 weeks later. And also this is right. And digital images here, 7.0 and 6.8, 6.5. So all tells the wrinkle is improved in our actual products, not only Noni ingredients. Our actual products really works.
And we've had a question. So the question, is there any toxic chemicals in the skincare?
No, not at all. It's very safe. And this is
Okay.
also,
And
we actually invented noni seed extract. We used to use noni seed oil, but in Temana, we use noni seed extract. This is the world first ingredient. And only Morinda company, Noni by New Age company, use noni seed extract. That makes the products very unique. You can see many skincare products using a noni ingredients, but no other company use noni seed extract.
Does anybody have some questions they wanted to ask about Temana Noni Skin products?
What is the difference with extract? I don't understand that word.
Oh yeah, okay. Noni seed oil is oil soluble. It's dissolved in oil. Noni seed extract is water soluble. So all the chemicals totally different. You have a seed and you use extract by the water. You can see the seed extract. So now we have a seed, we have a seed extract and seed oil, 2 ingredients. And Temana use 2 ingredients.
Okay. Thank you, Sam.
Hey, Asami-san, in regards to the silk line, right? So without going to too much detail onto the silk, but let's say the AA serum, what's the difference between, I get a little bit confused between the difference of the Temana Noni brightening serum and the AA serum in the silk. What's the difference?
Okay, good questions. We developed the brightening serum and I thought it's a perfect product, but Kelly also asked me to develop the anti-aging skincare products. So the AA serum is more specific for anti-aging. So let me share the slide here. Just one moment. So let me see. I prepare. Okay. So this is how we can how wrinkle is made. First, we do the inflammations, and the inflammation cause NF kappa B and make elastase and make a wrinkle. That is that mechanism. And we found noni seed extract and noni fruits and noni leaf inhibits NF kappa B. The AHCM is very specific to inhibit that part. So compared to brightening serum is the most specialized for skin color, bright color. AHCM is more specific for wrinkle. So that's the reason why we developed the anti-wrinkle cream. That is for the AHCM.
Thank you, Asami-san. I appreciate that.
Oh wait. Actually, we have some before after picture for the wrinkle. Is the ASM. You can see the wrinkle before after picture.
Yeah.
And this is also before after picture for the wrinkle. So it really works.
Yeah. Yeah, that's incredible.
I have a question for AA serum. I noticed that on the box, okay, it printed apply after moisturization. Now on the paper, it mentioned apply before moisturization. So which is the correct way?
Well, actually, there's no correct way. Both way can work. So some people use before and some people use after. And some people use actually the, even after making up, you can apply the AHCM on the makeup. So there's no answer that, yeah, you can do anyway.
Okay, thank you.
Asami-san, Gina's asked a question. She says for eye bag, which Temana products help, she realized the Temana eye cause oil clog for her. So Sounds like she's used the tomato eye cream and
Yeah.
it clogged.
Well,
If I read
in this case, you can drink external as topical and also internal thing. So using like Noni collagens maybe internal. So eye cream is actually we design for the eye bag as well.
Okay.
Because the eye cream dissolves some the pigmentation on the around the eyes, so that's we designed it. But sometimes we have to do internal solution. We need the internal solution as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Sarah, can I say something about eye cream and where you put it? I was once instructed by a beautician how to apply eye cream, and you're supposed to do it with your weakest finger, which is that one, the ring finger, and you apply it from low down here, the middle of the eye, but on the almost on the cheekbone, not in the corner, but from here, and then you just take it out and you pat it lightly to there. It shouldn't be anywhere near the eye, and that's just, I think a lot of people don't know that, and maybe that's why it's affecting too close to the eye and irritating.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Erica. You're right.
Thank you.
Actually, I
Yes,
have heard the
that's
same
good.
thing.
Yeah, good information.
Yeah. Well, guys, what do you think? Should we wrap it up and we just make sure we book in to do this again, or what?
Yeah, we can make a maybe we
Just
can.
getting started.
Yes, definitely.
Well, I just reckon it's great to hear from so many knowledgeable and experienced people. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, I think it's really good to have.
I know we all got a story. That's where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Isami-san, everyone, I think that if we could all commend Isami-san and our special guests that all shared their story with us today, I'm hoping that next time we get on, there's more of you brave enough to share a story with us. Isami-san, thank you so much for coming on today. We really do appreciate you. And Leonie from Tahiti, Shokyo, Ailing, thank you so much for sharing your story with us today.
Yeah,
welcome.
very good.
Anytime.
Very good. Thank you.
And so we reschedule, right? We're going to go do this again, yes?
Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks, Sarah.
All right.
See you, Sarah. That was very, very good. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Sarah and everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a happy Noni Day.
Hey, Maruru. Maruru, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Look at your story, Leonie.
Would you please share this information on
Bye,
the
dog.
chat box?
Sorry?
Sarah-san, are you going to share this chat box information later on the Facebook group? Because Isami-san sent us some links, but I couldn't see each of the links, so maybe please share the information later on. Sarah-san or somebody else. Yeah.
Yes, we will arrange it, something we can make like a public group in the Facebook, something. So yes, let's talk about that.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah.
Please
Okay,
share.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.